security analysis. Okay, so security analysis can be broken down into two major functions that are carried out in an operation control center. The first one is, out of those two major functions, the first major function is security assessment and the second function is security control. The first one, that is security assessment, it gives us the level of the security of, of your power system. If you do the security assessment, you will be able to know what is the security level of the system operating state. Means you will get the information related to operating state of means in which operating state your system is operating. In previous lecture we have seen different operating state. Normal secure operating state was there, insecure normal operating state was there, emergency operating state was there. Okay, so likewise different operating states are there for your power system. If you do this security assessment, you will come to know the security level of your system operating state. Okay, the second one, that is security control. This it determines the appropriate security constraint scheduling required to optimally attain the target security level. Okay, if you want to maintain, or if you got some targeted security level for your power system, then in that case the second function, it will determine security constraint scheduling. With the help of this security constraint scheduling, you can attain your targeted security level. Okay, so system security, now it is comprising of two major functions. The first one is security assessment, the second one is security control. In security assessment, if we do the security assessment, we will get to know what is the security level of a power system. On the second one, that is security control, here you can decide or you can determine security constraint rescheduling in order to attain the required or targeted security level. Okay, next point, the security function in energy management system can be executed in real time and study modes. This security functions, just now we have discussed, it has got two parts, that is security assessment and security control. We can execute, these executions are done at the energy management done by the energy management system. So it can either be executed in a real time or it can be executed in study modes. Okay, real time application functions have a particular need for computing speed and reliability. If you want to execute these security functions in real time, then you need to provide some special computers for computing this security function. Okay, the second one, that is static security level of a power system, is characterized by the presence or otherwise of emergency operating conditions. Now when I can say emergency operating condition is encountered, if some violations are there in your power system operation, if suppose some violations are there in your operation of power system, then I can say that emergency operating condition is encountered. Okay, so what point we are discussing, the static security level of a power system is characterized by the presence or otherwise it can be characterized by emergency operating condition in its actual or potential operating state. If suppose my system is working in normal condition, if I say if it is working in its actual condition, then this condition I can say this as pre-contingency, because before occurrence of contingency or before the event of contingency, that is actual condition, we can refer this as pre-contingency, or potential, that is post-contingency operating state. Okay, so the system security assessment is the process by which any such violations are detected. Okay, if you do the system security assessment, you will be able to detect violations. Systems assessment involves two functions. Now, system assessment or system security assessment, it involves two functions. The first one is system monitoring and the second one is contingency analysis. The first one is system monitoring, second one is contingency analysis. This point we have discussed system monitoring and system contingency analysis in introduction to power system security. Now we will discuss this point a bit in detail. System monitoring, let us first take system monitoring. What I can say that in system monitoring, the system monitoring provide the operator of the power system with pertinent up-to-date information on the current condition of the power system. See, continuously your demand is changing, and as per the change in the demand, we go for scheduling of generation. Okay, so instant to instant, this demand and generation will go on changing. So for every instant, we need to monitor this. We need to have monitoring of for our system. We monitor some parameters of our system, and with the help of telemetry system, we can monitor this parameter of the system, or I can say operating condition of the system. Okay, for system monitoring, I can say in its simplest form, this just detect violations in the actual system condition of a power system. If you are monitoring your power system, and if suppose if some violations are there, so monitoring will simply give you, or with the help of monitoring, you can simply detect violation in the actual system operating condition. Okay, so with the help of system monitoring, now you will be able to detect the violations. Okay, the second part of system security assessment is contingency analysis. The contingency analysis is much more demanding and normally performed in three distinct states, that is contingency definition, selection and evaluation. Okay, contingency definition gives a list of contingencies to be processed whose probability of occurrence is high. See, just now we discussed that contingency we are going to perform in three distinct states. First one is contingency definition, second one is contingency selection, and third one is contingency evaluation. Okay, in first part, that is contingency definition, here it will prepare, or it will give simply a list of contingencies to be processed whose probability of occurrence is high. Now what do you mean by contingencies? This part we have discussed in power system security introduction. Contingency is the future event that is going to happen, but we cannot predict that event with certainty. Okay, that is contingency. For example, you can take failure of generator, failure of transmission line, failure of transformer, any fault condition. Those all you can treat that as contingencies. Okay, so in contingency definition, it is simply giving the list of contingencies to be processed whose probability of occurrence is high. Okay, here uh, we can have number of contingencies. Okay, so in contingency definition, we'll get, or we can prepare a list of contingencies which we have to process, and that list will be comprising of contingencies whose probability of occurrence is high. Okay, if suppose there is a probability of generator failure is more, then that contingency we have to process. So likewise we will get list of contingencies to be processed based on their probability of occurrence. Okay, but usually this list is very large. So what it is difficult to uh, evaluate these large number of contingencies. It is difficult to process this large number of contingencies. So in first point we have defined number which contingencies we have to process based on their probability of occurrence. Now in second part, that is selection, what we are going to do, based on their severity, which contingency will create more severity. These contingencies are ranked in rough order of severity, employing contingency selection algorithm to shorten the list. See, in contingency definition, we are going to prepare a list of contingencies to be processed based on the probability of their occurrence, but usually this list will be very large. See, there are anytime anyway contingency example of contingency is it may be a generator failure, it may be a transformer failure, it may be a transmission line failure, or it may be a failure of any component of your system. So you can easily understand that list of this contingency will be very large. So it is very difficult for us to process this large number of contingencies. So what we can do here, we can shorten this list with the help of we'll first put them we'll give them rank in rough order of severity, and again we'll employ one contingency selection algorithm. With the help of that contingency selection algorithm, we can shorten this list. Okay, now in contingency evaluation, now we'll go for contingency evaluation. Now we have defined the contingencies, and again now we have shortened that list. Initially when we defined the contingencies, we got a large list, and with the help of contingency selection algorithm we have shortened that list. And now these contingencies, now we have to evaluate. Contingency evaluation is performed using AC power flow on successive individual cases in decreasing order of severity. Now we have prepared shortened that list, and now from this list what we will do, we will take the contingency first, that contingency which will give more severe problem, the contingency which has most severity. First we will process that contingency, and next less severe, then after that less severe. So in this order we will go on processing these contingencies. and this evaluation process is continued. This contingency evaluation process is continued up to the point where no post contingency violations are encountered. Up to which point we have to go for processing these contingencies? We have to process these contingencies up to the point where no post contingency violations are encountered. Okay, and suppose some failure is there. If suppose somewhere any one component fails, and because of failure of that component, if suppose violations are not created, okay, so up to that point or up to that contingency we have to continue the evaluation process of contingencies. Okay, hence the purpose of contingency analysis is to identify list of contingencies that if occur would create violation in the system operating state. They are ranked in order of severity. Okay, so in short what we are going to do in contingency analysis, we are going to identify the list of contingencies which if they occur they will create violation in the uh, system operating state, and also we are going to rank them in the order of severity. Okay, see, contingency analysis we are doing in three parts: contingency definition, contingency selection, and contingency evaluation. Contingencies are there are huge number of contingencies are possible in your power system. Contingency is nothing but any future event that we cannot predict with certainty. For example, it may be a generator failure, transformer failure, or any component failure of any component. Okay, now what we will do, we will prepare this list based on the probability of occurrence. Okay, whose probability of occurrence will be high. Based on that, we will prepare this list. No doubt this list will be a large list. So with the help of contingency selection algorithm and by giving some a rough ranking based on the severity, we will shorten that list, and now we'll start evaluating these contingencies. First we will analyze, or first we will process the contingency which is having more severity. Okay, after that less severity, we'll go on processing these contingencies in the decreasing order of severity. Okay, so up to which point we have to continue our analysis or our process? We have to continue the process of evaluation up to the point where no post contingency violations are encountered. Suppose one component failed, and because of failure of that component, after failure of that component, if violations are not encountered, up to that point we have to process it. Okay, so in short we can say that the purpose of contingency analysis is to identify the list of contingencies that if occur would create violations in the system. Okay, and they are ranked in the order of severity. The second major function, that is security control, it allow operating person to change the power system operation in the event that a contingency analysis program predict a serious problem. If suppose with the help of contingency analysis program, if serious problem is predicted, then in that case with the help of this second function, the power system operating person, it will he will change the power system operating state in order to avoid outages. Okay, normally the security control is achieved through security constraint optimization program. Okay, so this is all regarding security analysis. Security analysis, in short, we can break down this security analysis into two major parts. One is security assessment, second is security control. With the help of security assessment, we can identify the security level of your operating state, and with the help of security control, we can reschedule the security constraint in order to attain the targeted security level. Okay, so security assessment, we are again doing it in two part. One is system monitoring and second is contingency analysis. In system monitoring, simply we are monitoring if there is any violation, and in contingency analysis, again it is having three parts, that is contingency definition, contingency selection, and contingency evaluation. Okay, now the second part, that is security control. If suppose this contingency program, if it predict a serious problem, then in that case, power system operator, what he will do, he will change the operating state of a power system to avoid the outages that will be caused because of that serious problem. Okay, normally the security control is achieved through security constraint optimization program.